care. Either they take me with you or I don't care.
Please.
No. No, I don't care. No,
not a hotel.
Take you with me either way.
Yeah. Come here, Kayla. Don't walk off. Don't walk off.
No, I'm not
Don't walk
leaving
off.
you.
It's okay. We're just going to go sit back down right where we were, okay? We're going to be cool. We're just going to go sit back down where we were.
We've heard of countless incidents of entitled people getting put in their place by the law. But most of all, teenagers might be the worst of all. They act like spoiled brats and expect the same kind of treatment from the law. Sorry, misguided teenagers. No one is above the law, not even spoiled delinquents like you. On July 25th, 2022, officers responded to a report of a careless driver in a gray Mustang. The suspect was swerving all over the road, nearly colliding with other vehicles on many occasions, according to dispatch. The driver was completely out of control. The officer asked the girl why she's been driving so carelessly, and she states that she was stopped by another officer before. She also says that she's having a rough day and that the other officer told her she's good to drive and excused her.
Is the car parked?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I'm Deputy Shannon with the Sheriff's Office.
Yeah, what's up?
You're all over the roadway, speeding up.
I just talked to another cop at Walmart.
Uh-huh.
And he said I was good, and yeah, I'm good.
She tells the officer that she got fired from her job and that she's just left the place when the officer questions her about it. The officer also asks her if she realizes that she's been in a traffic accident, and the woman realizes that the officer is talking about the pole that she hit and she didn't even know that she had. She responds by saying she didn't think it was that bad, trying to cover it up.
Hey, do you realize that you have been involved in a traffic crash?
I did?
Yeah.
Was that the pole? No.
A pole or a sign, yeah.
I didn't think it was that bad, no sir.
You didn't think it was that bad?
The officer asked the girl to get out of the car and look at the beat-up hood, which got wrecked because of the pole that she ran over. The girl gets out and starts crying for no apparent reason at all, for some kind of dramatic effect to add to the entirety of the situation.
Follow me home, so.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
I'm like 3 minutes from home. It's a bad thing.
Okay.
The officer tried to calm the girl down, while the other officer asked permission to take her purse to grab the keys to the car. They also ask her for her identification and license, which she points are inside of her purse.
Yeah, go. Okay. Yeah, go for it. It should be in the middle pocket. It's got like a little bling thing to it.
Hey, do you have an ID card or a driver's license?
My purse?
It's in your purse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's in my wallet, but we couldn't get it undone.
Okay.
The officer reads the Miranda rights to the woman while telling her that she's not yet under arrest, but she needs to understand those rights.
Right? You had the right to remain silent.
Okay.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned.
Okay.
If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before and during any questioning if you wish.
Okay.
You can decide at any time to exercise your right to not answer any questions or make any statements.
The officer questions whether she's had anything to drink, and she flat out says that she hasn't, and even says that they can test if they want. They also question her about drugs, to which she says no, but it clearly shows that she was under the influence of something.
Have you been drinking today?
Absolutely not. You can breathalyze me. No, I'm not.
Okay, have you taken any type of illegal narcotic?
No, sir. I'm on.
Okay.
Yep.
They also ask her to do some field sobriety exercises, and she agrees to them, after which the officer takes her to his car and starts driving. The woman starts crying in the car for no reason at all, which makes everything take another dramatic turn. The other officers check the woman's purse while she takes some sobriety tests. She could barely finish the test even though she said she was sober.
I'm embarrassed.
It's okay. Nothing to be embarrassed about. I just want to make sure that you're safe to drive, you know?
Well, I am about 4 minutes from home, and like I said, if one of y'all would like to follow me home, I mean...
Nope.
Nope.
That's done.
The officer handcuffs the woman while the other officers report that they found drugs including fentanyl in her purse, so she was clearly lying to them.
Yeah.
Bravo 50129.
Field presumptive test positive for
Yeah. Signal 1.
I'm gonna double bag that for him.
Yeah.
Now and tell him he doesn't need to weigh it.
In June 2022, a police officer stopped a green Camaro when he saw the car being driven erratically. A girl comes out of the car and asks if she's had any drinks. The girl answers that she had 2.5 drinks of whiskey about an hour ago.
Where are you coming from tonight?
4.
One whiskey on a whiskey. Whiskey's on a weekend.
Whiskeys? Okay.
Yep.
All right, we're going to go over here and we're going to run you through a couple sobrieties, see if you're okay to drive, okay? All right, you said you had 2 drinks?
Yes.
That's honest?
Yes.
Okay.
2.5 maybe 1.
The girl can't even stand straight, and it's clear that she's intoxicated. He also realizes that she's underage and asks if her friend is also underage, to which she answers that her friend is 21.
This light with your eyes and your eyes only, okay?
7-6,
Keep your head straight.
7-4.
Okay.
6. 7-4.
Okay, keep your hands down to your side. Don't move until I tell you to, okay? When I tell you to, you're gonna walk 9 heel-to-toe steps down that imaginary line.
9?
Yep, 9. I'm gonna demonstrate, okay? It's gonna look like this.
Her friend, Keone, starts arguing with the police when she sees that they're arresting Nawal, being completely stubborn and unreasonable, saying that she'll go with her friend no matter what. She seems like it's all a joke or a test of friendship to her.
No, I'm going with her.
Where are you
no,
going?
I'm going with her.
What do you mean?
I'm going with her.
What does that mean?
That's my best friend for 9 years.
Okay.
I don't care. I'm going with her.
What's that mean that you're going with her?
I don't want her to go by herself.
We're not taking you to jail.
But I'm going to go with her.
Her friend says that she wants Keone to calm down, while Keone keeps on being rude and disrespectful to the police while they try to bargain with her.
No,
We don't have any more calls on this mail.
Stop.
We're clear.
Stop it.
So where's your fake ID at?
Received, no more calls.
Her boyfriend Deshaun comes to the scene and tries to plead with her as well, while Keone does nothing but irrationally yell at everyone that she'll go with her or nothing at all.
I don't give a Jordan.
You didn't answer the phone.
I really can't.
You didn't answer the phone.
Yes, I did. Yes,
No,
I
you didn't. Please go with
Jordan,
Deshaun.
take her. Jordan.
Roll up the window.
I don't care. Don't talk to Jordan. I want to go with her.
Deshaun tries to tell Keone that she can be with Nawal in 8 hours, to which she starts panicking and keeps yelling that she'll either stand there the whole time if they don't let her go to her friend.
Yep. I don't give a.
In 8 hours, I promise we'll be there for
8 hours. 8 hours is not enough. I want to be here with her right now.
You can't be.
The officer finally gets tired of her unreasonable behavior and puts cuffs on her, while her boyfriend politely pleads with them, asking them not to arrest her and that he'll take care of things, but the officer's patience had long run out and he was going to take her to jail.
Why the are you here right now? No, you don't need me right now.
All right.
Give me my shit.
Babe,
Give me my shit. No,
You're going to jail now.
No.
All right, go
You're
ahead.
going to jail.
Take me to jail.
Please, let me just talk to her.
You're under arrest for
Okay.
disorderly.
Babe, please. Wait, officer,
No,
please.
it's too late.
Please, this is.
She finally calms down when she's in cuffs and calls her mom from jail. Clearly, she feels satisfied that she can be with her best friend, but this is not a tale of friendship.
Hi, Mom. Hi, I'm in jail. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to say it's funny, but I'm just like, I'm sorry. I'm drunk. I'm in jail. I know Deshaun told you. I just want to let you know. I called you because you're the only number that I know.
If these bizarre stories aren't enough, make sure you subscribe to the channel so we can keep on bringing you even more content just like this.